So I want to show you how to do example number 3 that we didn't get to today in the notes. When you add two parts of the piecework together, you have to add P and Q, and you have to add Q to both parts of P. So if you think about the top part being x plus 2 plus x plus 3, combine like terms, and you get 2x plus 5. This part, the if part, does not change. The if part controls where you draw the graph. It doesn't really have anything else to do with the domain restrictions. To add x squared to x plus 3, you would just get x squared plus x plus 3, and this would be if x is greater than or equal to 0. Now, in terms of the domain restrictions, well, there aren't any because there's no fraction and there's no square root, so the domain here would be all reals. To subtract these, pay attention to the order. Process is the same. So we're going to do x plus 2 minus x plus 3. Distribute the negative sign and combine like terms. So this actually just ends up at -1. This, of course, same setup. To subtract the next part, again, this comes first, x squared minus x minus 3 if x is greater than or equal to 0. And the domain, again, is all reals. Now to multiply. Up to you if you need to use FOIL, distributive property, make the box, whatever you need to do there. But we would get x squared plus 5x plus 6. This still doesn't change. And to multiply x squared times x plus 3, you would just distribute and get x to the third plus 3x squared. And again, this part doesn't change. The domain here, no fractions, no radicals, so the domain for the entire function is just that. Now for the division. P over Q of x. This is even easier than the rest, actually. You just take P, one piece at a time, x plus 2, put that on top of x plus 3. This part doesn't change. X is less than 0. Do the same thing for the bottom part of that function, x squared over x plus 3, and then that would be if x is greater than or equal to 0. Now, because we made a denominator, we do have a domain restriction. Remember, your denominator is not allowed to equal 0. So we get x cannot equal -3. This is your domain restriction. And that's how you add piecework functions.